sure you're thinking with my blonde hair and American accent that I don't look Chinese, but actually I've spent half my life in Asia, in Hong Kong. So I come with a sort of Chinese international perspective, and I happen to be an MW, so I come with that background as well. And the first thing we do with training, as they're all doing as well, is we think old world, new world, and try to define those stylistic differences. And I'm speaking about Burgundy today. I think the first thing to note about Burgundy is the wine that always lasts in the glass. Whenever I was faced with exams and I had great lookalikes and I was panicking, I just leave it and then come back 10 minutes later, and the wine with the aroma was always Burgundy. Now I know I'm up against the grand finals, so I just want to tell you that you can go ahead and watch the game, and I will give you a bluffing tip as I finish, okay? So go ahead and watch the game and I'll come back to you. In terms of the Burgundy flight, we're in 2007, which was a difficult vintage for Burgundy. Not a terribly ripe vintage, and you saw that in these wines that are quiet and restrained and delicate, they didn't jump out and shake the hands. So we're a little early for the party. But in Burgundy in general, just like a rough guideline, if I were drinking a village level Burgundy, I'd drink it within 3 to 5 years. If I'm drinking a Premier Cru, first stroke Burgundy, 5 to 8 years. And then the Grand Cru starting 10 years onward. Now Burgundy doesn't have the staying power of Bordeaux perhaps, but I have had them from the 30s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and they morph into just an amazing experience. So if you ever can get your hands on them, go for it.
What is the delicious?
What's that?
What is the 60 year old?
What is the 70?
What kind of?
1970s. Yeah, not 70. Oh, what is the 1930s? 1934s I have quite a few up. You know, the trick is you guys find some old friends that collect. Yeah? And they all come out. So, 1930s and stuff, they're definitely done. But you can still see the elegance, the beauty in that wine. There's very little color. They're just very, very pure and quiet and perfumed, but so subtle. But one thing, when you open an old Burgundy, don't decant it, please don't bother. The aromas will dissipate quickly. So just open and pour it. If you must decant for some reason, do a double decant, pour it out, and then rinse out the bottle and put it right back in the bottle with the stopper and take it to the party. In this flight, we had a bon, which was 85. Now, yep. I'm doing my best to mess up Asia when it comes to Burgundy, right? We don't want them buying Burgundy. The prices are going up as we speak. Asia has always been enamored by Bordeaux because it's easy, right? La Petite Latour, Mouton Rothschild, Margaret, everything. But suddenly they discovered Burgundy. So watch out. If you're interested in Burgundy, you better buy it now. Because it's just going wild in Hong Kong. But it is a very confusing region. And I think one of the easy ways to think about Burgundy is the royal family. So you've got Von Romanet, who's the king of Burgundy. Yeah? DRC, for example, that's Latache, Richefort, Romanée-Conti, Romanée-Conti-Long, all of those. And then I think you can think of Jeanne Chambertin as the queen of Burgundy. Yeah? Beautiful, elegant, feminine, gorgeous. And then Lusigny, I would put as the princess. Yeah? A little temperamental, but beautiful. And then Louis Saint-Georges, which we have one today. I always think of Louis Saint-Georges as the errant young prince, right? He's the wild child. So he's gone out, partied a lot, and he's coming back. If you're looking for good value in Burgundy right now, it's Louis Saint-Georges. It's always been a little bit of a rough and ready wine, and they're really paying attention to it. And when I was in some meetings with Madame Debra, who's the top producer in Burgundy, we had serious discussions about whether Louis Saint-Georges could actually get promoted, some of the top vineyards, into Grand Cru level. And that would be a huge step. I don't think it'll happen shortly, but that's how much the quality has improved in recent years. So grab those. When it comes to Bon, they're like an image of the Côte de Nuit. So I always think of Pomar is that good Auntie Pomar. She's the queen's sister. She's a little not quite regal, but definitely worth a look. And then Volnay. Volnay is a little princess, very feminine, very pretty, a delicate little flower. Yeah? So what we had here was Beaune. We didn't have Pomard, but I always think Beaune is similar to Pomard, and indeed it was. It had a little roughness to it, and some power. Sorry, I need to grab my notes.